There was a man who was a leader of others, his intelligence high and ambitions even higher. It pushed him forward and made him a beam of hope. There seemed to be no hurdle which he could not overcome. His face was legendary, as was his name. Though being a human with acute emotions and blunders, he was reduced to naught. Fortunately for this great human, there was a second chance. He must only throw away all that had made him human in order to reach his ultimate goal. So he accepted a sacrificial deal and was reborn, but now a whole new man. Only memories of the little survivors there were could recall his old self. Griffith, born as a poor commoner, was meant to reach higher purpose. He says himself that by nature there is a true elite that set the world in motion. And those people, as per Griffith, are not bound to any particular social class, be it nobility or peasantry. This is an ambitious man who wants to achieve something brilliant that is not meant for him. In the past, people were defined by their social class and ancestry. Depending on who you were exactly, you would be allowed to either dream big or be crushed under the royal boot in case of foolish insolence. Today is not much different, whereas you are defined by social status and wealth. The human Griffith was first and foremost just that, human. Femto, on the other hand, a god. This primary distinction is crucial in separating the two personas. While Griffith and his name mythologically could quite well be compared to a griffin, a creature with a lion's body and wings and an eagle's head, Femto could be referring to the fact of him being the fifth god hand, as Femte means fifth in Danish. To start off with, already from the beginning there is a foreshadowing in Griffith's name concerning the rule of causality and determinism. The strength of the griffin is shown through the combination of two rulers, the animal king, the lion, and the birds king, the eagle. Furthermore, Christianity saw the creature as an union between the divine and the human. Metaphorically speaking, Griffith was on his way to becoming the leader of the common folk, soldiers and humans, and that of the whole kingdom and its knights. Griffith was also considered to be odd, unreachable. For the unambitious, uneducated and unenlightened mind, Griffith was something of the sort of a prophet. He promised only more and had a plan for it, and that's what pulled followers to himself. A typical leader's story even nowadays in our reality. Life has its challenging difficulties and peculiarities which could only fractionally be dealt with once humans educate their minds and souls thoroughly. Not everybody is up to the task though, hence why such personalities are rare to find. People are afraid of life. Even leaders die. Even Griffith was human. He bled like a human, struggled mentally like a human, made mistakes like a human. Mythology and its creatures are just perfect images of what one could be. Symbolically, Griffith was the chosen one. He was the wings of freedom, the bonfire of fellow dreams. But he was like anyone else. That's why the reader doesn't find it difficult to sympathize with his golden age self. That's the reason why he made a lapse in judgment after Guts left. At the end of the day, even a leader and a prophet wants company, wants a friend. Moses could rely on his elder brother, Aaron. The Prophet Muhammad trusted a man who would later become the first caliph, Abu Bakr. Jesus had a beloved apostle named John. Femto, on the other hand, is a god, or more accurately, a demon. He doesn't have brewing emotions below the surface. His heart is frozen. No one is really needed. Femto is the rebirth of Griffith. Femto is the awakening into another dream, from which he will never wake, as the god hands say in the manga. In contrast to Griffith, the new demon god doesn't think for a second if something he is about to do is morally wrong or even physically possible. Femto is the purest manifestation of a goal-driven mindset. He wanted to take a revenge on Guts in a terrible and long-lasting way, hence why he forced himself onto Casca in front of Guts' eyes. The eyes of a demon look evil, non-human. All that power that was granted into the hands of one person, a human would never be able to deal with its intensity, not without losing one's mind in the process. Femto is not remembered by almost anybody, but rather dreamt of. It is like Plato's cave. Humans live in a cave and only perceive shadows. Some brave ones venture outside to see what is out there and are temporarily blinded by the sun, but then return and inform the others. Some believe the story, many are skeptical. That is Griffith, the one who tries to reach an ideal, for Plato represented the ideal through a sun. The harder one pushes towards that ideal, the higher the chance that one will abandon humanity. Femto is one step closer to the ideal of Griffith, the human who once lived. Griffith, the unifier of poor and rich, the human with a dream, died during the eclipse. His human soul was exchanged for the lives of his comrades, so that his rebirth can commence and create his new self. Femto. Femto is the demon, the pure desire to reach one goal. A whole new persona, with new friends, connections, and reality. The only humanness in Femto, or reincarnated Griffith, is the fact that he is a part of Casca and Guts by using the body of the demon child as a vessel. But that is a complex situation for another time. In the end, Femto is only connected to Guts through Guts' sacrificial mark and the Moonlight Boy. Other than that, Femto is not related to Guts in any way. He is a god, an idea. A closer image to the mythological Griffin, the unification of the divine and the human. In contrast to Griffith, who had a friend in Guts and had grave difficulties in his human pursuit.